Okay, we'll do just a little bit with functions here. So I'm going to look at 63, and again, I'm not going to do every one of these. If you need me to come back and do more, I can. But this one is just what's g of 10. So g of 10 would be 10 minus 3. So we say, well, g of 10 is 7. Okay, that's it. Again, remember this piece over on this side is your rule. Okay, that's your rule. We don't mess with it. We don't do anything with that. That's just your rule. Now 65 asks you for the inverse, and that's where we need to do our steps. Okay, step 1, substitute y for, and it's g of x in this kind. Normally we say f of x, but g of x. So this becomes a y. Number 2 is switch x and y. Okay. 3, solve for y. So I'm going to move the 3 over. Okay, and divide by the 2. Now I like rewriting this in slope-intercept form. So 1/2 x plus 3/2. And your fourth step is change, in this case, y to g inverse x. Okay, if it's f, then it would be f inverse x and so forth. And because I want it in function or in graphing notation, I'm going to put that out in front, g inverse of x. If you don't, that's not that big of a deal. And you're done. Okay? So again, remember those steps for finding the inverse. 66 will be the same thing. So 67, it says f of x, g of x, and it wants you to do f plus g of x over 3. Okay? So first what they're telling us to do is take f and g and add it together. So f plus g, and I just say of x because all I'm doing is just adding those two together. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put those in descending order. And okay, my x's here cancel because I got a plus 2 and a minus 2. So that makes that easier. Okay, so that is what f plus g is. Now I'm going to do f plus g of x over 3, which means just take that problem and put x over 3 where the x is. Okay, it is a substitution. Okay, I'm putting this where the x is. Okay, and now I'm going to simplify. So x cubed and 3 cubed would be 27 plus 1. And that would be my final answer. Okay? So in other words, when I add the function together and then I substitute x over 3 in, that's what I'm going to get. Okay, 68 is almost the same except it's a subtraction. Now the only thing I'm going to remind you on that one, when you subtract that negative 3a squared minus 4, then you've got to change both of those signs. So it becomes plus 3a squared plus 4. So be careful with that. Okay, multiplication. I'll go ahead and do the multiplication one, I guess. G of a equals 2a plus 2. H of a is a squared plus 4. And it says do g times h of 3a. So again, I do my multiplication first. So I'm going to take, and let me just erase this. So that's the rule. So I'm going to come down here. I'm just going to do g times h of a, okay? And just multiply these two. So this is just a FOIL. So 2a cubed first, outside, inside, and last. And then let's see, let's put them in descending order. Okay, so that's what g times h of a is. Now it tells me to do it of 3a. So g times h of 3a then means to take, again, 3a, and I'm going to put it where each of these a's are. Okay? And so I'm going to get 2 times 3a cubed, 2 times 3a squared, 8 times 3a plus 8. Okay? And so g times h of 3a would be, so 3 cubed is 27, times 2 would be 54a cubed. Okay? 3 times cubed is 27 times 2. Okay? Here, 3 squared is 9 times 2 is 18, and then the a is also squared. This would just be 24a plus 8, and that would be my final answer. Okay? Now, if you had wanted to, okay, if you had wanted to, you could have come up and put 3a right here, in which this was 6a plus 2. I could have put a 3a here, and this would have been 9a squared plus 4, and then FOILed those two. And if you see, when you do first, you're going to get 9a squared and 6a, that's 54a cubed. Your, where am I at? First, lost where I was at. First, I've got these lined up wrong. And then your outside, or these two, that's your 18a squared. Your inside, here's your 24a, and your last is your 8. So either way, that one might have been easier, but you could do it either way. Okay? And then we'll do the composite one real quick. So 71 is your composite. So g of a is a minus 1. F of a equals a squared plus 1. And so I want g of f of a over 4. Okay? And again, that's an a. It looks like a 9. Let me change it. A. Okay? So this is saying to take f and put it into g. Okay? So I'm going to take f and I'm going to put it right here. Okay? So I'm going to do this one first, just the substitution. So that's going to give me a squared plus 1 minus 1, which is a squared, because those cancel. Okay? So now I'm going to do g of f of a over 4, which means to take a over 4 and put it in place of a. So again, it says to take a over 4 and put it in a. It's squared, so that's a squared over 16. Okay? So that is your function stuff. Again, if you need any more help with that, just let me know.